really young squad, 9 new freshmen. Do you sort of, as the team captain and one of the guys who have been there before, push them a little bit differently this week in terms of making sure they're ready?
Yeah, I mean, our focus really the whole year is to take one practice at a time, So I think we're taking the same approach this week, in terms of getting ready for the tournament, just one practice at a time, just, keep pushing as hard as we can, just to, get ready and try to get ourselves better. So it's really been, just kept that same approach the whole year. So.
Looking at that last UNH game on the road, you guys trailed by double digits for the most part, just seemed a little bit flat. Do you bring maybe a different game plan or some different ideas going into this game?
Really looking back at it, we had to just play harder. Looking back on that game, we didn't play hard enough. They out-toughed us. They played better defensively. They beat us loose balls, and that's really the key to the game. And that's the key to us. Really succeeding. So that's really what it was. They just out-toughed us, and so that's what really we got to focus on this time around.
Matt, you guys used as kind of motivation against Albany, not Albany. I'm thinking UMBC, a big loss at the beginning of the year, and then used that kind of as a chip on your shoulder coming into the second game, and then took care of them at home. Do you think you're going to be going into this game kind of with the same mentality after a tough loss?
Yeah, I'd definitely be thinking about that game because they really outplayed us, and UNH is a great team, so I'll give them credit. But they really outplayed us, out-toughed us, and that's obviously doesn't feel good on our side. So we have to try to keep getting better and fix our problems.
With John out last week, DJ stepped up and led the team in scoring in both games. How have you seen him mature, change a little bit in this 8-game winning streak?
Yeah, DJ, he's been great. A freshman, he's really stepped up big time, and especially with John last game. But, you can just see his maturity develop from the beginning season to now, and him being more aggressive, definitely opened up the floor, and it's really a huge asset to our team when he's aggressive because he can really score the ball. So it's great, and we need to keep doing it.
On the other side, UNH has Tyrone Conley, who's obviously one of the best players in the conference, but Chandler Rhodes has really stepped up since Berg Myrick went down. How do you game plan for him as a fast guard who's also a little bit bigger?
Right, yeah. Both great players, and we definitely looking for a challenge of guarding both of them and playing against them. We just got to focus on playing, team DU basketball, which is 5 guys against 1, and really help each other out, because Conley's a great player, and so is Rhodes, so we're just going to have to play good team defense, really be looking to help each other out on a weak side, and be able to step up and contest late, stuff like that. So it's really going to come down to us playing together as a team, as 2 guys.
Pat doesn't think about it much anymore, but your last playoff game was in the MAC tournament, an overtime loss. Does that have you extra motivated, extra itchy, ready to go this week?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely adds a lot of motivation. But just being here is exciting, and it's just an exciting time. So you don't really need too much motivation, but just to be here with your teammates and just loving this time of the year and having an opportunity to play in such a great tournament against great players, it's been fantastic. So it's just a great opportunity for us. I'm grateful for the opportunities.
You're a pretty emotional, energetic guy. How do you somewhat calm yourself down for the playoffs?
Yeah, I know. You just gotta kind of just breathe and focus on what coach is telling you to do. Try to implement the game plan as best you can. Because your adrenaline's going and you want to do the right things all the time. But you really just gotta believe in what coach is telling you and just try to do it the best you can and just breathe, take your time. So it's kind of.
Have there been any things that the coach has really kind of focused in on in practices over the past few days in the lead up to the game?
Really just staying together more. Being tighter as a group, and we're working more on defense and rebounding. So we've been stretching all year, but this week in particular, because that's what we're going to need in the tournament and get a game against UNH with tremendous offensive threats. We're going to have to guard them, and we're also going to keep them off the board. And really, that's what's going to help us succeed. So.
you guys haven't played on back-to-back days since October. Obviously, you have to win on Saturday to get there, but how does that change the mindset, potentially playing those 2 days, and with John coming off an injury, with Jeff not 100% healthy?
You know, it really doesn't change the mindset because, you know, we're only guaranteed one game right now. So you have to, you know, put all your cards on the table for this one game and leave it all out there, and just give everything you have. And then if there is another day that we have, then we'll figure it out from there, you know. So really we just take it one day at a time and put everything we have on the table and give it 100%.
One more question.
You were at Vermont last year. I don't know if you were in Hartford, but after watching at least one of those games live, do you see a difference in maybe the MAC versus the America East and what it brings to the table?
I think they're very similar, and you know, especially in the way the tournament's set up. You know, quarterfinal, semifinal, and final, and anything can happen. You know. On any given night, anybody can beat anybody. That's why it's so important to give it all you have on the first day. You don't get basically guaranteed that quarterfinal game, and that's it. So anything can happen, and that's the similarities between the two tournaments because both teams in both leagues, the teams are so balanced. So it's really important that, you know, just lay it on the line on the first game. Thank you.